Welcome to Made in Northampton 2014.
Asking artists to come in and work with them.
Working very collaboratively.
To make decisions about how we tell the story.
That's the play I very much wanted to write.
It's a very unique project.
A wonderful love story.
Difficult, challenging play.
Powerful family drama.
A heady and dramatic soundscape.
It's an epic.
Wildly anarchic.
Magical tale.
Intimate love affair.
About places in your town that are no longer there.
Conjuring tricks, there will be hypnotism.
Psychological anarchy.
Original music.
Puppetry.
With all the romance and the battles that involve.
It has murders.
Love and comradeship.
Vaudeville. Conniving, slippery politicians.
The songs.
A lot of jazz influences.
The youth theatre. Large community chorus.
Spy Monkey.
Told by an idiot.
A movement, something for all the family.
It's this great sweeping story of
Medieval Britain.
in the Arctic, the 18th century in France.
The First World War.
The French Revolution.
The American Deep South.
New York.
Santa Monica.
Wonderful, miserable Brighton.
Northampton.
So it plays around with the whole idea of what theatre is.
What it means to be British.
The things that you might not yet know about.
I mean, what more can you cram into an evening's entertainment? It has everything. It has low life in London. It has murders. It has legal wrangles and court cases. It has traitors, executions, self-sacrifice. A wonderful love story at the centre of it, with rivals. And then it has the French Revolution.
We're hoping to create a heady and dramatic soundscape using a large community chorus.
We're hoping to create quite an installation in the theatre to evoke obviously the 18th century in France, echoing the sort of decaying theatre angle of it. Very, very short portion of the play takes place on this beach, where I go running quite often, as I was preparing a few years ago to go visit the war reporter Paul Watson in the Arctic, of all places, which is where the second act of our play takes place. It's a difficult, challenging play.
There are forces at work in the world that get very little attention.
There's humor in it, and there's opportunity for a lot of beauty and a lot of designs.
The challenge is to create a space that displays all of this different visual imagery, whilst at the same time remaining a distinctly theatrical environment.
Brilliant Fado play, reinvented and called Every Last Tree. It will be wildly anarchic, very, very funny, and theatrically it should be full of surprises. So it's the sort of thing that an audience will come in and leave going, I never quite thought that theatre could do that, or indeed be that entertaining. Because for me there is only one rule in theatre, don't be boring.
The farce itself is a sort of wonderful example of psychological anarchy, and I can't think of a better collaboration than with Spy Monkey, who are a genius at physical anarchy and Paul orchestrating it.
There will be some elements of vaudeville, conniving, slippery politicians, suspicious wives, and of course with Fado, plenty of doors. So we'll look forward to opening and closing many of those.
With the expertise of Little Angel and Lindy Wright making the puppets, it's just such a brilliant creative team to bring this magical tale to life.
My job is to take our brilliant book, Room in Summer Madness, which I love, and turn it into a script.
And the piece is going to be a puppet musical.
Regeneration is based on the great novel by Pat Barker, and it has as its centre a brilliant doctor of the First World War, Captain Rivers, at a hospital for war-damaged officers. Two of the patients at the hospital are poets. Siegfried Sassoon, known as Mad Jack for his reckless rage among the German trenches, and Wilfred Owen, as yet unknown. The play is about their conflict between their duty to return to the front and their longing to survive the war.
It's a powerful family drama that unravels over the course of one evening, in which all kinds of life-altering secrets are revealed and all manner of tensions explode.
Charles Cave, and I play bass for the Baron White Lies, and I'll be taking the musical reins for production of Cat on a Hot Tin Roof and composing some original music for that, which is a very exciting prospect.
We have King Arthur and all of his knights with all the romance and the battles that involves. It's also a really interesting historical myth because it offers us a sense of genesis about what it means to be British and about the British Isles and where they came from, and if King Arthur is our first king. We're working very collaboratively with a musician right from the start, so we'll really be weaving the sort of atmospheric sense of medieval Britain right into the kind of the bones of the piece.
Story Hunt is a show about places in your town that are no longer there. It's a walking tour of the people and places now disappeared, the buildings burned and bulldozed, the things that you can no longer see. It's a tour of the things in your town that have made the history that doesn't usually make the history books.